We use music in worship because we can't help ourselves. There's something about being human that drives us as human beings to be fascinated with, to be drawn to music. It's not to say that every single human being that's ever existed is musically inclined, or that everybody will love music, or that everyone can produce music. I mean, obviously there's some persons who would not be able to do that. But I do think it is fundamental to the human species.
From my own perspective, my perspective of an African American woman, knowing about our history has always been a verbal history. We came into Christianity through song and through voice. It's the way we learned about Jesus. It's the way we've always worshiped God. And from our gospel roots came jazz, and from jazz came rock and roll, and from rock and roll came rap music. And here we are today where hip hop and rap music has infused our culture.
We choose songs that you might hear on K-Love, on the radio during the week. We choose songs so that when they're not in church, they still have that connection. And maybe they hear a song on K-Love, come to church on Sunday, and we'll sing that song. So it, again, helps them keep that connection during the week as well.
The pastor here had put up an ad for needing a guitar player, and me being a guitar player, naturally I wanted to try it and see what it was like. And I'd play guitar in my church back home, but it was more of a traditional church where you didn't do that much. It had a choir and an organ, and it was more traditional kind of service. And once I got in here, I'd never really listened to a lot of modern Christian music, as I would call it, before I got here. And that was kind of a new experience for me, but I quickly latched onto it.
My cousin, Jason Roy, he plays in the band Building 429. And I guess since he's my cousin and I listen to that band, contemporary Christian music, it brought me to listening to all of the other bands. And it's awesome to be at a church that plays that kind of music, and it's instead of listening to the hymns and like the old songs that they usually play at a traditional church, it's pretty cool to see that you can listen to the kind of music that you want to and still be praising and worshiping God.
There's something about music that just makes us want to move. It makes us feel a wealth of emotions. It can take you back to a time before in your past. I really love music mainly for its emotional side. It's really awesome when, you can start dancing crazy to it. But music really speaks to my heart and to my emotions, and just connects me in a way to things I'm experiencing, things I have experienced. The coolest thing also about FaithWalk is our music, because you come in, and not only do you sing, songs you may know from church before, but we sing songs you'd hear on K-Love, we sing secular songs. And the really cool thing about that is it's sort of, if you were coming into FaithWalk for the first time and you heard our music, on one hand you'd probably be like, whoa, but on the other hand too, you would realize that there's not just like a Christian world. There's not just like a Christian sphere where you step out of the world and step into a Christian world and the two can't come together.